Good morning, flute players. There's been some questions coming in about how to get the high notes to come out once we get above about high F. Some people are struggling. So I want to make this video for you. It's all about airstream. So I want to give you some exercises to work on that to make it easier to play above high F since we're starting to do that a lot more. So first thing I want to remind you is a lot of us are still struggling, and this is very common all the way through middle school. Most of our apertures are too big. So the hole you make in your lips with your embouchure, remember it should only be as big as the tip of a pencil. And if you can get that down, it'll let you play for a really long time because very little air is coming out when you have your aperture the right size. And you can also play, so that'll enable you to play long, beautiful phrases. And yeah, so keep working on getting that aperture small. Okay, here's a couple things I want to show you. First, hold up your hand, palm to you, and then pretend you're playing your lips, playing your flute. So pull your lips back, make that pencil tip sized hole in your lips. And what we're going to do is use our air and trace a straight line from where your palm meets your wrist all the way up your middle finger to the top and back down. You don't have to do that in one breath, but it's about two things. Getting the aperture small enough that you actually feel a pinpoint of air. You should actually feel that exact point all the way up and down. And then it's about controlling the direction of your air, because that's the other thing that we need to adjust when we start trying to play the higher notes. Okay, so let's do that. So wherever your air starts, you're gonna like pull just the tiniest motion. Pull your bottom lip in if you want the airstream to go down, and push out again just tiny little bit, like you'll barely feel it, to get the air to go up. So let's do this together. Ready? So that's how long it took me to do that. And I did it in one breath, but remember, I've been doing this a lot longer than you have. So you don't have to do it in one breath, and it's all about practicing control. Okay. Here's the other thing I want to show you is this is why I had you do that airstream control thing. Is that when you try to play higher notes, you need to adjust your airstream so that instead of going down into the embouchure hole, you're going to blow more across. Okay, so that's going to change how this the outside ridge of the hole splits your air. So it's going to change how the air vibrates, and that's going to make the pitch higher. Sorry. So we're going to hold a low G. And then without tonguing, without retonguing, and without restarting the note, without breathing, we're going to make it jump up to the G on top of the staff. Okay? And I'm doing that by my air first is kind of going slightly down. And then when I want the higher note to come out, I adjust my lips, and it's going to be the tiniest movement to make it go more across. So I'm not even sure if you'll be able to see it. It's such a small movement, but we'll see. Did you see it? I'm not sure I could see it on the video. Okay, a couple things to remember. Always play with your best sound and your best embouchure and your best posture, okay? Okay, let's do that again. Let's do that now on an A. So start on the low A, and then we're gonna adjust our air, moving our lips just the slightest bit to get the air to go more across. And I'm also thinking blowing faster air when I go up to the higher note. notice I'm giving these notes time to really be centered in pitch and with a good tone. I'm not going super fast, da da da. I'm not trying to do that. I'm going for tone and really solid pitch center. Let's do that on B flat. I'm especially trying to hold the higher note, since that's the new one and the thing that's more difficult right now. I'm focusing on holding that and getting that pitch really centered. Oh, this is C now. Let's do the same thing on C. Okay, so those are the two exercises I wanted to show you today. If you have more time, it's always good to work on long tones. So when I do this, I actually do go chromatically. So I start on G, then G sharp or A flat, A natural, B flat, B natural, C, C sharp, D flat. Okay, and I would not go that fast. I would probably actually blow those big, slow half notes and whole notes on each pitch, and probably go until I was out of air on each of those notes. Okay, so if you start working on these things every day, pretty soon those high notes will start really coming out pretty easily. Okay, happy practicing.